exciting weekend. It's Tom Brody, and it's time for 7 minutes of sunshine. So, welcome joining me today. I appreciate it. And I do have on the screen um, our new president elect and our new vice president elect. So, that is very exciting. Very, very exciting. I got to tell you, when we heard the news on Saturday, we it was a spontaneous. How do I want to say? We had a lot bottled up, and it was kind of a spontaneous, just burst of energy. And we ended up going out on the porch, and I grabbed some pots and pans, started banging them, and Rick grabbed the pride flag, and we grabbed the American flag. We started waving them. Um, we People started gathering, neighbors started coming out. Some folks started to gather across the park, and the next thing you know, there was like 20 people, and we did that for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I got some music, and it was just a spontaneous celebration, and it was a long time coming. Um, we, I mean, I'll never forget 4 years ago. I'll never forget that night, that long night when we realized Trump won, and uh, how we knew that was going to be bad for the country. Maybe it's because of the set of values that I hold. Maybe it's because being gay, understanding that Trump was using marginalization, or I'm sorry, Trump was going to attack others as a way to get power, and how destructive that is. And then we saw uh, just a lot of norms going down, and really someone in the White House who relished um, dividing us, dividing us, and it was tough. It was tough, and I got to say, my husband, he said to himself after, right away. I mean, I was sulking for about a month, and my husband said, "I am going to uh, dedicate myself to do whatever I can in this moment." So the man kind of leaned into his values and his superpower, and he ran for Congress, which was, he said, the next thing we need is to get the House. And so he literally ran for Congress, and then, which was crazy. It really kind of screwed up our lives. And then immediately after that, of course, he ran in a gerrymandered district. Of course, it was something that just was going to be tough. And so he did that, and then he thought that Biden would be the best person, have the best chance of beating Trump, which was what he was trying to help with, and I say help. Um, and he immediately started helping Biden. Went to Iowa, he went to New Hampshire. They lost both those primaries, but he was out there door knocking before COVID in a blizzard. And then he started helping as much as he could. He raised a bunch of money, a bunch of money. And then he worked for the campaign the last 120 days. And so I just, I'm sharing that. I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about today, to be honest with you. I'm pretty inspired by his dedication and focus over the last 4 years. It really did. Trump winning and what we thought was destructive for the country, which was destructive for the country. My husband really used anchored in his values, and he used his superpower. And I wasn't going to talk. Didn't know what I was going to talk about, but I'm just so proud of him. I'm so proud, so proud. I mean, a man who's never run for office runs for Congress. He doesn't know I'm doing this. um, he and then he's never worked for a campaign in his life, and he works for the campaign, and now he's trying to figure out what to do next. um, and that's how much Trump has affected our lives. It's been expensive. It's taken a lot of our time, and when Saturday hit, it's an emotional moment for us. So I'm just being authentic and real with everyone today. I realize not everyone who listens to this is as political as I am, and I guess I really am. So I realize that. So you have to indulge me today. It was a huge moment for us. So we started celebrating, and the message. I do have a message today. I did think about this a little bit coming into today, but this is the quote that I really, really, really loved um, with Joe Biden's speech. And we got to hear Joe and Kamala speak, and the opposite of Trump. I mean, it was about trying to bring people together. We're not going to hear demonization. We're not going to hear putting others down so that we can lift ourselves up. We are going to hear somebody. We're going to hear a team of folks trying to bring people together. That's what's going to happen. And we got to get through the next couple of weeks and months because we do have someone in the White House who is just he's not a man of character. He can't even concede on an election. It's sad. And it is not what America is about. And so we're going to get to see someone who has a set of values that can inspire us. And then we have to take his words and we've got to let this man lead. And I love this quote. He says, "Let this grim era of demonization in America begin to end here and now." And that is the commitment that I personally doing everything I can through these broadcasts, through my personal action, my words, is to not demonize other people. And you've heard me say this a million times. You've heard me say this a million times, and that is, I'm going to be dedicating my work to They Are Us. I'm going to dedicate a lot of these broadcasts. I'm going to see how I want to evolve these broadcasts, how I want to get a bigger audience to help bring us together. And it's a challenge. It's going to be a challenge. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. It's a challenge, given the fact that we have a media, we have a whole echo chamber of media, uh, Fox and the right wing radio station stuff and all that stuff that truly, truly exists and makes money off of demonization, off of demonization. That's what we're up against. And we have people we love in our lives that listen to it and believe it. And all I can say is the only thing I can think of, the only thing I can think of is to lead with love and use the golden rule and do the next right thing and to love our family members and just to try to break through, not with a pointed finger, but really try to break through with love. And on a bigger scale, we're going to have to figure out what to do about all that. We've got to show it for what it is. I don't know all the answers, but at least the most powerful man in the world is going to be working on this, and that is he's going to be working on letting the grim era of demonization in America begin to end here and now. That's the leadership we have in place, and that means all of us. So I'm going to be working for it. If you have any ideas for these broadcasts, let me know. I'm going to still do some of the values and superpower stuff, I think. I'm thinking about having folks from different political views, different bubbles come on at the same time and have a conversation. 7 minutes of 7 minutes of sunshine conversation. I don't know. But I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep learning. I'm going to keep leaning into the They Are Us work. And I want to thank all of you for listening. Uh, I've done 125 of these, and it's been fantastic. I'm really optimistic about the future. People of goodwill, we got to come together. We need everybody's help. And I know we can do this. I know we can. So I'm very optimistic, very hopeful. Hope you had a great weekend. And if you are someone that was a Trump supporter and you're really disappointed, I understand that feeling. We're here. We're all here. We got to get past this. All right. All right. I love each and every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful day. My practice scrolled on the bottom. And remember, even when it's really damn cloudy out, the sun is always shining.